Welcome to the hottest show on radio. Welcome to the lab where author Keith Childs and friends, where business and fashion meets entertainment. Each and every Thursday night from 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Welcome. Come on. Welcome to the lab. Welcome to the lab. Welcome to the lab. Where business and fashion meet entertainment. Welcome to the lab. The hottest show on radio. Welcome to the lab with author Keith Childs and friends. Come on. Welcome to the lab. Welcome to the lab. You are tuned in to the hottest show on radio. Welcome to the lab with author Keith Childs and friends. Welcome to the lab. Where business and fashion meet entertainment. Welcome to the lab. The hottest show on radio. Welcome to the lab. Welcome to the lab. Welcome to the lab. You are tuned in to the lab. Welcome to the lab. Come on. Welcome to the lab. Good afternoon, guys. Welcome to the lab. Welcome to the lab. I'm your host, author Keith Childs, guys. We're bringing it in today with another hot episode of the lab coming to you, man. But coming up next, we're gonna have my girl Kara that's gonna bring you the business and the entertainment news, all the hot entertainment news. You know, she lays it down with that. Also, too, we got my hot man, some hot guests coming in. See, I got 3 seats out here today, so I got some good homies in here today working. That's gonna be coming up, talking about the film industry and a hot new movie. My man Randall Lawrence is in the building. He's gonna be speaking about his projects. Gil Nelson and Daryl Dupree, they will be joining them also in the lab. But first, guys, you know what I always do. I talk about my 3 points of purpose. If this is your first time tuning in, what my 3 points of purpose is, I basically give off some information to take us through the week, guys. The stuff that I like to research, I apply to myself, and hopefully that you can take it and run with it or whatever. I call it dropping nuggets. So we're here to help each other grow and all that good stuff, all right? So without further ado, guys, let me say 3 points of purpose is brought to you by Easy Prey, the trilogy. Now, great news. I got a big announcement next week, but I'm gonna give you a little sneak peek on it, guys. Easy Prey, the trilogy is here. It's coming. As I've been saying, every time I talk about it, I want every last one of my friends, that's you, every last one of you all, guys, come out, support your boy. May 26th from 3:30 to 7 at OTI in Largo. It's going down. My book release. Please, I'm asking you, please come out. Put it on your calendar. I'll be talking more about it. You'll hear more about it. Excuse me. May the 26th is the Saturday, Memorial Day weekend. If you're in town, I expect to see you at OTI. Get your book. The long anticipated wait is finally over. The book should be here, will be here on that day. Come out, meet Mallory Bell, and all that good stuff. All right? So, Easy Prey, guys. Again, follow me on all my social media outlets. Everything, guys, is author Keith Childs. Everything is, all my handles, author Keith Childs. This show and every show will be on YouTube. Following the show, it'll be logged up. It'll be on the YouTube. You can go to my YouTube channel, author Keith Childs. My Facebook is author Keith Childs. My Twitter is author Keith Childs. My Instagram, author Keith Childs. All right, guys, this is what we do. So, further ado, let me just go on to what I was talking about, my 3 points of purpose, bring it to you guys. There's a lot I got to cover in the time frame that I have. First thing, what I want to talk about is, the first point is the importance of giving back, guys. Now, why I like to talk, I always talk about stuff that's going around, this giving and sharing, because it's really dear to me. It's how God made me. It's in me. And I like to just keep on doing. The reason why we're sitting here, or I'm sitting here, and inviting people on to come out and be a part of the show is because of that. It's the whole give back piece. You know, I'm tired. I'm so sick and tired of being from DC, and for years been hearing, oh man, people in DC don't look out for each other. Well, hey, they ain't coming down this lane. That's what I do. I can't. If I know you're doing something, I'm gonna reach out to you so you can come up and put your platform out. It's, you know, every little bit helps, guys. So that's why the importance of giving back is just so important to me. You know, everybody gotta run a race the way they run it, but for me, guys, it's just really, really important that we just give back a little more. We just share a little more of ourselves and be selfless, and don't be selfish in our approach. You know what I'm saying? Just try to be a little more selfless and help and give back. No, you can't do the MC Hammer thing. You can't save the world, but what you can do is you can see somebody, and I love this slogan. I love this. Everybody don't need a handout. Some people just need a hand up. So try to just keep that in your mind as we grow. You know, as we grow. As I say, as I grow, we grow. All right. The next thing, guys, is on my list. I'm sorry, is your blessings. Now, why I say about this? Your blessings are not just for you. What do that mean? Let me say that again. Your blessings are not just for you. God gave all of us a talent. With these gentlemen that's coming in here tonight, you're gonna see these are talented brothers from this area doing big things. All of you are all my guests. I don't know if you watched the intro. My girl Kara put together a really good intro of some of the people some of my guests that have been on my show. I loved it. Kudos to Kara. But guys, a lot of people have talent. Everybody got a talent. You just got to tap into your talent. So what I'm saying about your blessings not just for you, when you one of them ones that find out that you're blessed, or tap into your talent and understand your blessings, share it. Don't hoard your blessings, because once you hoard your blessings, that's the quickest way to lose them. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you realize, like, I don't care what you're doing. If you're doing something in entertainment, if you're doing something in construction, if you're doing a school teacher, whatever you do, if God has blessed you with a blessing, that's his way of saying, take your blessings and bless someone else. See, one thing we do is, you know, a lot of us, we get in a situation and we work hard, and for those of us that work hard and bust our tail to get there, and it may be some bad taste in our mouth from some of the people we felt should have supported us, didn't support us, should have helped us, didn't help us. So we kind of makes some people have a little arrogant or a chip on their shoulder. But I would just say to you, take that energy, turn it around. You know what I'm saying? And just say, turn that frown to a smile. Turn it around and take that blessing and bless somebody else. Don't be bitter. Don't think that wherever you at in life, you did it by yourself, because nobody gets anywhere by themselves. Somebody always got to help you. Someone always going to help you. Every step you go in life, somebody's going to help you get there. So they're blessing you. Take that and bless somebody else. All right. Point 3 in this. By the time moving on. Point 3, guys. The feeling that it gives me is incredible. And I like to say that, and before I close out, the feeling that it gives me is incredible feeling, because just real quick, I go out and feed the homeless, right? For those you all know, I started a foundation called the Delberta Foundation in my mother and grandmother's name, dedicated to feed the homeless and seniors. But when I go out and feed the homeless, the little stuff I do is minute compared to the feeling it gives me back. And there's a lot of people out there doing way bigger things than I, and I get it. It's not a competition. My thing is, I take my time and my space, go out, feed homeless, do stuff like that, but it's almost from a selfish act, because the feeling that it gives me, like, it makes me, you don't know, I can sit there for hours on end and speak to homeless people and just have that conversation with them. And then one thing I love about every last single one of them that I do for or have done for, they all say, God bless you, man. They all humbled to a point, because, you know, you don't know why a person in a situation. One thing that always stayed with me was, I just can't imagine when somebody was younger, when they was smaller or whatever, that they said when they get older, they inspire to be homeless. And maybe there's somebody like that. I just can't imagine that's how somebody feel. I think situations put you life situations put a lot of people in those things. A lot of it is self-inflicted. I get it. You got the people that's on drugs and all, whatever. But whatever situation, while they there, you know, if you got any kind of humanity in you, and you're doing something, you're living, you got a roof over your head, food in your refrigerator, clothes. Most of us got way too many clothes we can never wear. Try giving back a little bit. The feeling, guys, way more than money. I mean, it's a feeling that you can't describe. I can't describe. So that's one of the things, guys, that I just wanted. Those 3 points, guys, let me go over them again. The importance of giving back. Your blessings are not just for you, and the feeling that it gives you, guys, or gives me, is incredible. So absolutely kind of tap into that. In the closing, guys, I already said it, May 26th, 3 o'clock, from 3 to 7:30, or from 3:30 to 7, OTI, Maryland, in Largo, my book signing. Also, on the 27th, Tricky Ink presents for the Cool in You Wine Festival. I'll be at that as well, guys. That weekend is a big weekend for me. Please come out, be a part of it. It means a lot to me if you come out, be a part of this, all right? So, guys, just that saying, that was my 3 points of purpose. Was brought to you by Easy Prey. My novel series coming this May 26th. I'm putting a date on it. I'm putting a date on it, guys. May 26th. So Easy Prey coming out May 26th, 3 o'clock, OTI in Largo. Be there. All right. Also follow me on Author Keith Childs for all your details. And soon next week I'll be putting up the pre-orders for those who want to pre-order your book that maybe not in this area. I had a website information link up on my webpage and then you can go out there and find out about how you can order the book, get your pre-order. Okay. And coming up next, guys, is Randall Launch with my man Gill Nelson, and Donnell Dupree will be joining me in the lab. But right now, it's time for the business with yours truly, my girl Kara.
What's up, Keith? It's yours truly, Kara, here with the business. The Kanye West saga continues as a Care To petition has been created demanding that Adidas sever ties with Kanye. Now, the petition questions whether Adidas agrees with Kanye's bizarre comments about slavery being a choice during an interview on TMZ. Adidas has been in partnership with Kanye since 2013, and so far the petition has reached over 7,000 of the 10,000 signature goal. Adidas has not yet commented. Meanwhile, Jay-Z continues to win as his Rock Nation is set to launch a television production division. He's tapping the talents of Patrick Reardon, former executive vice president at the now defunct Weinstein Company, to be the vice president of scripted and unscripted TV. Rock Nation's television film productions has to its credits Spike TV's Time, The Khalif Broder Story, and the forthcoming Rest in Power, The Trayvon Martin Story. And just announced, Jay-Z and Rock Nation will executive produce a 6-part docuseries on the life of rapper Meek Mill. The series, which is set to premiere on Amazon in 2019, will follow Meek Mill's recent fight for exoneration while exposing flaws in the criminal justice system and the negative effects of long-term probation on urban communities of color. The Television Academy has announced that they have removed 80-year-old comedian Bill Cosby from their Hall of Fame after he was found guilty of aggravated indecent assault. Cosby's name has been removed from the honorees on the website, and the statue of Cosby that was removed during the renovations will not be replaced. Cosby has been a member since 1992, and Cosby has been free on $1 million bail and confined to his Pennsylvania home until his sentencing, which should happen in the next 2 months. Meanwhile, his wife, Camille, has finally broken her silence in a 3-page statement where she states that her husband was the victim of lynch mobs and that his conviction was a result of a frenzy advanced by the media and the trustworthy account of the main accuser, Andrea Comstock. Camille Cosby also calls for the district attorney who prosecuted Cosby to be criminally investigated, and she equated Cosby's case to the lynching death of Emmett Till. It appears that a seemingly cryptic tweet sent by comedian Kevin Hart may have been his reaction to the news that one of his friends, actor Jonathan Jackson, was arrested on Monday for attempting to extort an undisclosed amount of money from Kevin back in August. And Jackson threatened to release an alleged sex tape of Kevin with a woman in Las Vegas. You may recall that Kevin took to social media to apologize to his pregnant wife at the time and to thwart the extortion plot. Jackson and Hart have reportedly been friends for over 15 years. Yikes. That's the business. I'm yours truly. We'll be right back with more In the Lab with author Keith Childs. Easy Prey, the trilogy, a highly anticipated novel series by author Keith Childs, will leave you longing for more. Easy Prey delves into the tragic events that transform the life of Mallory Bell. Beautiful and bright, A powerful, successful businesswoman with an MBA, Mallory appears to have it all. Born to loving, wealthy parents, she finds herself in a fight for survival after witnessing a childhood tragedy that turns her perfect world upside down. Mallory Bell is transformed to Mallory Kilpatrick when the tragic events that fuel her hunger for success spark her ravenous appetite for revenge. Defying the odds, this drop-dead gorgeous, irrefutably sexy, and equally savvy businesswoman reemerges at the top of her game and on the hunt for easy prey. What's behind the mind of this beautiful black female serial killer? Be careful what you pray for. Easy Prey, the trilogy, by author Keith Childs, coming spring 2018. Follow us on social media at author Keith Childs. Join the growing list of distinguished guests and advertisers on In the Lab with author Keith Childs. Our team will customize a package that'll increase your exposure and help your business grow. Call 240-667-6017. That's 240-667-6017. Call author Keith Childs in the lab at 301-429-9247. That's 301-429-9247. Get on our lines now.
Easy Prey, the trilogy by author Keith Childs, coming spring 2018. Follow him on social media at author Keith Childs.
We're back in the lab. Author Keith Childs and my man here. What's up? Randall Lawrence, the dynamite Randall Lawrence, man. Hey guys, we also got Gill Nelson and Donnell Dupree. They're on their way, but we're gonna just jump right in this, my man. You see this as Clint Eastwood said, we got the empty seat on the stage, right? But they be here. But guys, let me tell you a little bit about my man Randall Lawrence for those of you all who may not know who he is, and I'm gonna let him get into it. I'm not gonna go. His resume is so incredible. We're going to talk a little bit about him. Randall Lawrence, guys, is an actor, he's an independent filmmaker, director, writer, executive producer, and videographer. He's the founder and the president of R. Lawrence Film LLC. His first feature film was Second Chance, and we're going to talk about that because I want to come back and ask some questions about Second Chance. Cool. Second Chance was the first African American independent film to ever sell out. Tell me that theater.
That's the Angelica Theater.
Angelica Theater, yep, Film Center, in where?
Mozart.
Mozart.
That's Virginia.
In Virginia, guys.
Alexandria, Virginia. Yep.
The first. Let me go back and say this because this is big, guys. Yeah. It's the first African American independent film to ever sell out that theater, the Angelica Film Theater. Film Theater, the Mozart. Yeah. So, guys, that's incredible. His short story independent film Kelly also opened to sell out audience. He's currently working on his third feature, Second Chance Redemption.
No, well, actually, Water with a Slice of Lemon.
Water with a Slice of Lemon is the third one?
That's the third one, yeah.
Well, okay, we got that. We put that down wrong, guys. Water with a Slice of Lemon is third. What's Redemption? Let's talk about
Second Chance Redemption is actually, it's a sequel to Second Chance, the first one.
Okay.
Second Chance Redemption. Actually, like I said before, we're actually on my third independent film, which we actually finishing up right now. I think we only have maybe 2 to 3 more scenes, and then we go directly into Second Chance Redemption.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, guys, let me just jump around right now because because me and him get to rapping and time be gone. I think he got so much going on. Randall, introduce yourself, guys. Let me step out of the way. Introduce yourself.
My name is Randall Lawrence. I'm an independent filmmaker, born and raised in D.C. I now live in York, PA. I'm actually on my 4th independent film now. Wow. Well, I'm finishing up my third. It's Water with a Slice of Lemon, and then we're going directly into my 4th one, Second Chance Redemption. That movie, Water with a Slice of Lemon, is starring Gill Nelson, Donnell Dupree, myself. We got a list of main characters in it. If I start naming people, I'm gonna get it like, why you ain't saying my name?
Right.
Yeah, we got a list of.
That's just saying everybody.
Yeah. Just everybody, yeah, everybody, yeah.
Because so tell us about Water with a Slice of Lemon. Before I'm just gonna jump around.
Yeah.
Okay, Water with a Slice of Lemon. Tell us what brought that title on, because I'm all intrigued by what did that mean.
Yeah.
And how'd you come up with that idea?
Water with a Slice of Lemon is like a Ocean's 11, Ocean's 12 type thing. I wanted to do a little something different. It's about a group of individuals. They like high-end robbers. One of the individuals was a friend to a retired hitman. He did his son a favor by bringing him on because his son wanted to get into the game. But lo and behold, his only job was to make sure all the cars had gas in them when we did this job. Of course, he didn't do that, so they actually caught up with him and took him for hostage. Wow. Now this guy's asking for $10 million plus his diamonds that we stole from him 5 years ago. That character is named Elijah. He's played by another phenomenal independent actor. His name is Cross Thompson. But yeah, the moral of the story is we got to come up with $10 million in this guy's diamonds before the hitman gets whipped of his son is gone, and then we got to get the diamonds back to the guy who we stole it from about 2 or 3 years ago. So we got a lot going on. And within those 2 weeks times, we go through everything trying to figure out how we can rob this lady. We came up to the conclusion where we was gonna rob this lady for a painting. The painting is worth like $10 million, but
to try to get
even off the balance. But we wind up, like I said before, we wind up trying to steal this painting from this lady. Because we truly didn't know which direction where we wanted to go, because everything else was kind of like played by the book, and this lady was so open, and she was the type of female back in the days. Her family owned slaves, so we wanted to get her real good. Yeah, so we wanted to get her. That was the reason why we robbed her.
So question, because I want to just break this down, peel some layers back, because this guy, guys, is an onion. He layered. Let me tell you, he's talented, man. I'm excited to have him here. So for the young and inspiring film actors and actresses, and inspiring to be directors and producers, how do you even come up with something now? Give me the steps. Just break it and take us to the elementary part of it. How do you? I'm gonna tell
you. The first thing that you do is don't listen to nobody. Don't listen to nobody. Go with what's in your heart. If you feel like that's what you want to do, don't worry about the script format. Don't worry about how it looks, how it sounds. Put everything on paper. People fail to realize, like, people don't want to hear nothing you have to say until it's on paper. When it's on paper, then you have the attention. You have everybody's attention. But the conversation of what I want to do and what I want to do, how I want, nobody want to hear that.
Right.
Until you put it on paper, that's when it really counts.
Well, let me jump in, because you and I talked about this offline, and what I found out myself, Mitch Cradle, shout out to Mitch, and the team that I assembled to do this TV show, and what we learned, Mitch and I always talk about this, is, and we talked about it, was how you can have all these grand ideas, but if you don't have a budget and you don't have financing, people don't want to spend money for your idea until you put some skin in the game. Having a budget is not having a budget is just an excuse. That's not even really an excuse. If you got the passion and you got people around you that has the same passion as you can get it done. I'm on my 4th film and I didn't have a budget whatsoever for none of those films. So you never had funding?
No, none of them. I just had, what I had was will and determination of people just like me wanting to see that project come to life, and wanting to, what I truly wanted to do was like build a bridge so everybody can have a venue to cross through to make to make their own product. But not having a financial budget is just an excuse. If you want it just that bad, you can get it.
You'll find a way to do it.
You'll find a way to do it. You gotta sacrifice some stuff, but you'll find a way to do it.
You spoke about, and this is one thing I was intrigued with, you spoke about when you were shooting your film, I think it was out in Virginia. What was it? What was the spot? I want to say the wrong name. Where you had the helicopter.
Oh, Ellicott City. Shout out to Ellicott City for Ellicott City has actually truly opened their arms up to us. It was a whole lot of things that we actually needed to make this movie look a certain type of way that we wanted. I went to $1 million homes, helicopters, phenomenal locations, like a Home Depot, Denny's Diner. Every single detailed thing that we needed, Ellicott City provided for us, with the help of a phenomenal person his name is Glenn Parson.
Okay.
Glenn Parson, yeah.
And what did he do?
Glenn Parson plays a role in Water with a Slice of Lemon. He actually plays Spanky, the role of Spanky. But Glenn Parson is a very, very, very influential guy in Ellicott City, so he knows a whole lot of people. So he's our location director, and he also plays in the movie.
Right.
Yeah.
And
shout out to Glenn.
Right. Shout out. Where to go, Glenn? We need people like Glenn.
Yeah.
But what are we speaking about, guys, is when you putting a film together of that magnitude, like he's doing, you need certain things. You know, like you said, to make the film look good.
You need certain things. You need certain looks.
And if you don't have a budget to pay for those things, this is where we're talking about you only leave budget as an excuse.
You can't use the budget thing for it. Right. If you want it bad enough, you sacrifice some certain things in your life, you can do it. I'm not even halfway to the point where I want to be with independent film and stuff, but I can safely say I can call up a few people and tell them to meet me somewhere in 45 minutes, and we get right after we leave here. Right. We filming. As soon after we leave here, we filming right down the street.
So you never quit. You on.
We on. And we love what we do. So,
and that's what it's about, man. Is having that passion, and this is why I wanted to have long. Me and Randall talk periodically on the phone, and you know I love listening to him because his passion about what he do. I mean, he's been doing it so long. Like you say, you've been acting. How long you been acting? I've
been in front of the camera for almost 15 years, but behind the camera, this is going on like my 4th year. And the thing about it is I'm still learning. It ain't a thing that don't go by today. Every single day that I'm learning something new on set.
Hold it right there, Randall. We're about to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk more to my man Randall Lawrence. I got so many questions to ask him about everything for the acting and what he's been doing. So, guys, please stay tuned. Share. Don't forget. Share and click. This episode will be on YouTube on the Author Keith Childs. We'll be right back with more with Randall Lawrence after this.
Yes, sir.
We'll be right back with more In the Lab with author Keith Childs. Easy Prey, the Trilogy, a highly anticipated novel series by author Keith Childs, coming spring 2018. Witness Mallory Bell's transformation to Mallory Kilpatrick, a beautiful and powerful businesswoman whose perfect world is turned upside down by tragedy. What fuels her hunger for success sparks her ravenous appetite for revenge and sends Mallory on a hunt for easy prey. Be careful what you pray for. Easy Prey, the Trilogy by author Keith Childs, coming spring 2018. Follow us on social media at author Keith Childs. Join the growing list of distinguished guests and advertisers on In the Lab with author Keith Childs. Our team will customize a package that'll increase your exposure and help your business grow. Call 240-667-6017. That's 240-667-6017. What could turn a beautiful, sexy businesswoman into one of the most prolific serial killers of our time? Experience how the life of Mallory Bell, aka Mallory Kilpatrick, unfolds in Easy Prey, the Trilogy by author Keith Childs. How does a world filled with love, fortune, and happiness turn to a world obsessed with revenge, seduction, and murder? The answers lie in the pages of Easy Prey, Part 1 of the Trilogy by author Keith Childs, coming spring 2018. Follow us on social media at author Keith Childs. Join the growing list of distinguished guests and advertisers on In the Lab with author Keith Childs. Our team will customize a package that'll increase your exposure and help your business grow. Call 240-667-6017. That's 240-667-6017.
Welcome back, guys. We're back in the lab, brought to you by Easy Prey, the Trilogy. All right, guys, we rocking with my man Randall Lawrence in the building. My man Gill Nelson just flew through the window like Superman. What's happening, Gill? He just flew. Y'all catch him. He just flew through the. He just flew through the window. But nah, he's in the building, guys. We're gonna jump right back in this. Yeah, we were before we went to the break. Before we went on the break, Randall was just explaining about being in the industry 15 years and all that. Randall, tell us about some of the projects you worked on and some of the people you work with.
Well, first, I started off as doing background work with the TV show The Wire, and we did that. I did that for about a couple of years. Then I moved on working with another independent show, Jamesy Boy. Then I did National Treasures. Then I did Silver Liner, and then I broke off and then started my own production company and started just casting myself.
Okay.
So what I wanted to do was make a way so I can promote myself and my company and bring others with me that's actually more, into the projects that I'm into. So that's what I did. I started Arlon's Films. That's where we are right now.
That's a great segue. Yeah. Right to my man Gill Nelson just popped in the door. Hey, so, guys, Gill Nelson, he's working with Randall on
Water with
a Slice of Lemon.
Yeah.
Right. I'll get that right. And but Gill Nelson, me and Gill come back, man. It's my sandbox. We've been friends for a lot of years, man.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of years, man. Good dude, man. I love this dude. So he's here, but I'm gonna let him introduce himself and tell him what you're doing, Gill, and let the people know. And let you know, Gill, when you see it red, that's the hot one.
Okay.
I thought green was the hot one.
They got it back. They got it around different right here. We do a little different around here. Red the hot, green is on. All right.
Well, I'm Gill Nelson. I've been doing this for a while. I was happy to get invited to be a part of this project. Me and Randall got a history. I've been knowing Randall for a while too now, and I'm pretty selective about what I do when it comes to this stuff because I've been at it for a long time now. So, but it was a unique project. I was part of his last project, Second Chance.
Yes, sir.
And so I was happy that obviously I did something right to be called back again. And but I'm also.
Gil, let me jump in because I'm going to talk. Cause a lot of with Gil, me and Gil, like I say, we ain't gonna get into the history, but it's my man. We've been knowing each other for a long time. But just one day, this is how it happened with me, with Gil. One day, me and Gil talking. He was working, I think, in Long Fence, right?
Yeah.
We were talking. I don't know if you remember that. We had a conversation talking Long Fence. Next thing you know, I asked about Gil. He was in L.A. So Gil, but that's inspiring because you felt the need. Of course, you're sitting there talking to friends, and next thing you know, you're like, L.A. acting. What? So what made you make that jump? Because you had a job, paying nice money, all that family. So what made you just say, I'm just going to follow my dream out L.A.?
My passion, the entertainment business is my passion. So I knew what I felt at that moment to really make it pop, I need to go to where it's really happening there.
Yes, sir.
And not just as an actor, that was my segue in.
Right.
Because I knew I'm a trained actor, so I knew I could get involved around it through that. But I really wanted to learn the back end stuff, how to produce shows, how to produce stage, how does all this stuff.
So that was like your training. That was
exactly.
Your school. Okay.
So that's, I had a conversation with my wife. At first, she even thought I was tripping a little bit.
Right. We said, I'm going to L.A.
Yes, I got to move. She like where? What you talking about?
Right.
Like, she think I'm talking about moving where we live at. I'm like, nah, I got to go to L.A. Move.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow. What you about to say, Randall? Oh.
And I did it. So, and it was one of the best decisions I made because
absolutely.
I'm real passionate about what I do. And I didn't even think about how I can inspire other people when I was doing it. I'm just doing it.
Yeah, that's one of the rewards. If you can build a platform for other people to cross and be successful at it, sometimes that's worth more than money itself.
Absolutely.
I look at the little things that I've done. I've seen people evolved into certain movies that's beyond what we're doing. Right. So that gives me a sense of feeling like, God, I accomplished something, and sometimes it feels better than having the money part.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And that's where, when I say to my 3 points of purpose about helping and reaching back, see, this synergy here it's not done by accident.
Absolutely.
It's energy here, guys, and certain people get it and certain people don't. Yeah. So when you have it in you to give back, to help, to look out, to do, you went away sharpen your iron. You did your thing, sharpen your iron. Today, whoever thought we all be sitting here talking about something? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So this is how things happen, and I love it. So Randall, to you, like your craft, you came up. Did you move away, or you kind of stayed home with it?
I kind of stayed here with. What I did was all of those shows that I was actually, and I can't leave out. I did 4 years with the House of Cards, and I actually just finished up.
Oh, that was one of my favorite shows.
Yeah, I actually just finished up a good sequel with them a couple of weeks ago. For me, everything was based close to home for me as far as the independent movies. But the other feature film stuff, it was all over.
Well, here's a question I got to ask you, man. Because so many people, which is cool, jump into this game, which is inspiring. I mean, I understand. I won't watch what I'm saying. Be politically correct. you get people to see what we do, what you all do. I mean, I don't act. What you all do, and they jump in and like, oh, I can get a camera and do that, right? But before we go down that road, I just want to be clear, like, you all work with trained union actors. So when you get young people that come in, or people that come in and say, oh, I can act. Because I remember Gill, both of you all said this to me, but Gill said to me before about doing plays, you should start, most young actors and actresses, you said it too, should start on the play side.
Let me say this.
Okay.
Just because you're a SAG actor doesn't make you a phenomenal actor. That's just, SAG is just SAG is just a union representative that got your back, and that's cool and that's fine. But it's up to you. And I hear most people say, I can't wait till I get my SAG card. I can't wait till I get my SAG card. But what I'm telling you is, you need to put in the work first. So when you get with those trained actors, because those trained actors ready to cut some heads off because they done sacrificed a whole lot of things to get that SAG card. And just because you think, okay, I got enough credits, so I got enough points now, I can get my SAG card, and then you think it's going to be just that easy when you get it. It's not.
So how do you get your SAG card? You're teaching me something. How do you get a SAG card?
It's a couple ways. You can get it through background work.
Okay.
You can.
You can get it through speaking roles on a set.
Okay. You can land one.
So it's a prestigious card to have.
So it's just, go ahead.
Go ahead.
So it's just like I'm saying, say if you're not SAG, by you working with me and 4 other people that SAG, that gives you the opportunity to have a credit. You know what I'm saying?
Credit.
So once you build up a certain amount of credits, they'll call you. But I'm telling you, don't just get the SAG information card just to be getting it. I'm telling you, because you can blackball yourself when you get yourself in that position. All right, I got a call and I'm going to audition for this and this. And when you're not ready, you blackballing yourself. It's like, okay, yeah, they auditioned for me, but they wasn't that good. You know what I'm saying? So you want to wait.
And that's another thing with SAG, what people don't realize, that everybody's shooting for it, but you don't realize what the box you putting yourself in. Because once you become union, technically you don't supposed to do non-union
you
work.
You can't do independent work.
You follow what I'm saying?
You can't do it.
You can't do it?
Nah, technically you don't supposed to unless they agree to it. Right. So
is SAG a good thing to have for a young?
It's a good thing because like major television shows and all those things,
you have to be SAG.
Their background actors don't. But if you if you're gonna be speaking on this show and you're a cast member, you have to be.
Yeah, you need that
because they gotta. That's how they. But then the costs come with that card. That's what people don't realize. That card $30-something $100.
Yeah.
So, but they got payment plans and all that crap. But
it's $3,000 a year or something, or just one time?
Oh, one time. But you got yearly dues.
Yeah.
So it costs to be that. You got to be working to pay for this crap.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Let me say this to you. It's good to have SAG representation, but make sure you put your body of work in first.
Right.
Because you don't, like I said before, you don't want to put yourself in a predicament where you belittle yourself in front of the camera. Do your body work. And I tell, man, Gil, we talk about this all the time. If you got a chance to do some theater before you come into filmmaking, do it. Because theater will strengthen your mind. Right. Theater will strengthen your mind, so when you come in on the film production side, it'll be just that much easier. Right. Theater is when you got to go in, you got to memorize this whole daggone book. Film, they give you certain size for you to memorize just for that day. And yeah, you do memorize your full-fledged script, but 9 times out of 10, we don't. We just memorize the size that we had to do for that day.
For the inspiring, because I have a lot of people that reach out to me, inspiring young actors and actresses that want to get in the game and do what you all do. But of course, like anything, you got to get experience. So you got to get out there and take the the roles that people are offering. So your advice to them is what? Work those, or try to find more plays to get your skill tight.
I would first thing I would tell people to do is get around it. Be around it. Like
get involved around it.
If you're just a background actor, like people think, this little independent film, I don't want to be no background actor. No, if you ain't got no experience, you need to.
That's what you need. You need to be around
because you're actually learning on the job. But a lot of people they don't look at it like it. But they'll go to a show that's on television and they'll sit for 12, 13 hours, and don't even get shown.
I'm gonna piggyback on what Gill said.
You're not gonna act you something.
I'm gonna piggyback on what Gill said. If you, as a background actor, if that's what you are for that time, and if the only thing you go in there just to get a check, then I feel sorry for you. Because there's so many things that you can get from being a background actor. you get to watch the producer work, you get to watch the director work, you get to watch the
Well, let me stop you there.
camera guy
for a
work.
minute, because I want you
And
to
all
break
that
it down.
information is free. Go ahead.
I want you to break it down to me.
Yeah.
What is a background actor? Tell me. I don't know nothing about acting.
You see the people in the background?
Are those extras?
Extras,
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
so
what
they
those
extra
are.
background, same thing.
Yeah, but then you got different
Exactly.
classes.
The people
you got
just
featured
walking by.
extras, you got
Yeah.
extras,
Yeah, okay.
And
okay.
and I mean, it's definitely,
I'm
and I ain't
clear up, I wanna make sure I know.
knocking that because it like he just said, it's benefits from that. I did it for a long time.
Do extras get paid?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how I got to build my skill up as an independent filmmaker because.
That's a good way to get in the door.
Yeah, that's a good way of getting it because on
That's
House
what
of
got me my SAG.
Yeah, because on House of Cards, like if I wasn't playing Secret Service guy to Kevin Spacey, I was doing stand-in for Reggie. If I wasn't doing stand-in for Reggie, I was doing stand-in for Remy. But if I wasn't doing any of those three, I had the privilege of being taught by Gary Jones. He's one of the directors for House of Cards, and I was with all four of them. If I wasn't with one person, I was with the other. So I was truly around that environment. So me coming from a production side going into the independent side, I know exactly what I want, and I know exactly what I won't take. You know what I mean?
And that's what I'm about to say. With your experience, see, a lot of people not blessed to have your experience.
Yeah.
You know, you've been out L.A. working on plays, seeing actors, top actors and actors yourself, the same way with all the. So I'm coming up, and I just love it, got a passion for it, but I may not have that, had that same feel that you had. You should probably push it. Somebody call. Oh, you get it?
No.
Okay. So my question is, now when you go before, you two, question to both of y'all, when you all get people to come in, right, and say, hey, I want to audition, do you all know that they don't have that much experience, or you still, because y'all used to seeing top actors and actresses, so when someone coming in with experience, did you change your level of judging them, or how do you look at it?
I look at it, I look at their resume, and if I see that their resume don't have a lot of experience, I don't expect a lot, and I just let them do what they feel that they know how to do.
Okay.
And then, we try to redirect them, give them some pointers on what we looking for at that particular moment.
Right.
And then and evaluate it from there. But because even some people, I've known people that well trained, I mean super trained, like overly trained, and they can't audition for nothing. They too nervous.
That me.
Oh wow. You get me?
I hate auditions.
You follow
I hate
what I'm saying?
table
Most people
reads.
don't. Most people hate
table
it.
reads.
I don't
hate
like it.
audition.
Why?
But
What is it? Is it like people really sitting
because
here?
you really feel like I got these people right here judging me.
So
right
people
now.
sit behind the table and you standing right there. reading.
Pressure.
Yeah,
It's the pressure. I hate
and
it.
you don't know if they're gonna like you or they don't, and then you never know if they do or don't because they say thank you, and you never get a
You never
phone
know.
call. You don't know
I'm
nothing,
one
so
of
you
those-
don't know how you blew it.
Right.
That's what you're
don't.
thinking. But the whole time you didn't blow it. You just wasn't what they were looking for.
Yeah.
Wow.
You might have killed
That
it.
is, that's right.
But
But
you
you wasn't
just
looking for
but
it.
he came behind you and they like him.
Right.
Like damn, he was good, but this the one.
So that's the world you'll be in.
That's it,
I see you
man.
see on TV the long lines.
That's
waiting.
why they tell you gotta have tough skin, man.
I just realized I get panic attacks. I don't know what I'm gonna do about it, but especially with auditions and table reads. I'm that type of person. Give me my script and I'm going home. When I come back, I'm that actor.
You know what I
So when
do?
y'all do table reads and stuff.
Yeah, I just did a table read for him.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I do? Like I see people now who see me, and when we get to talking about this is what I do.
Right.
Oh man, I want to do that, man, and I put him around the spot around the break. I want to do that, man. I saw. Give me a monologue then.
Yeah,
Right.
right
Like when? I'm like right now.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm like now.
Yeah.
Right. They ain't ready.
They're not ready.
Yeah. And another thing is like it goes the same with, I can verify for the both of us. You can sit right here and talk all that talk, but I'm telling you, when them big cameras swoop down on you and them lights swoop down on you, it's a whole different ball game.
Yeah, it's different.
That Superman S you had on your church, your shirt.
So the actors that we see on a daily basis, they make it like the Tiger Woods. They make it look easy, but it ain't that easy. So they some really good actors.
Yeah.
The Tarajis and the turns out these guys just
you got
do
some
it.
people that's super trained actors that done got good at it, and then you got some people that's naturally gifted that's good at it also, but they've been doing it.
Yeah, for a while.
Like if you look at Will Smith from early on, and you can see him now,
He's one of my favorite actors.
it's two different people.
Yeah.
Denzel, favorite actor.
You follow what I'm saying?
Right.
But you got some people, because I've seen it done. And I'm one of those people. You got some people who cater to rehearsals. Like if you rehearse like 4 or 5 scenes before your main scene, and figure out which way you want to go to it or which way you want to go at it, that makes you become that character right then and there. Rehearse was, and I tell people this 24/7. You can't do nothing without rehearsal. You gotta rehearse first. You got to.
See, and me, I'm like, if I do a scene 3 or 4 times the same exact way,
Right.
like you gonna get the best 2 early.
And then for me, it's the later ones.
So
For me, it's
some
the later
people,
ones,
right?
yeah.
And some people
What
totally opposite.
you lose it after?
I start losing it because now I feel like I'm acting.
Yeah.
You gotta be natural.
Yeah, but in the beginning, I'm like, oh, I'm here. I'm this person.
it's
Like
that-
now, I'm
yeah.
Keith.
Right.
I'm Keith right
Right.
now.
It's
But after
like-
3 times,
Now you're thinking about
I'm back me.
Right.
It's hard for me to turn into you again.
For me, it's totally different for me.
So you do it more, you do it
Yeah,
more.
give me
Yeah.
that.
So it
the
depends
first
on the
3,
person.
Yeah, that first 3, I'm filling it out. But that 5th one or that 6th one, I'm that person. I can get to that person.
See,
yeah.
the benefits.
And because it's different for him, he's a trained theater guy. He comes straight from theater. I don't. So I'm just used to getting size. I memorize that for right now. And
you know the
remember
crazy
that.
thing
but
to
this
me,
right here, you know,
the crazy thing to me, or how I look at it is, it seems to me theater is way harder.
it is.
It is. Okay.
It is.
You can't make mistakes. You can't make
It is,
mistakes
yeah.
on stage
You can't.
where you can say, all right, do
It
it.
is,
Cut.
it is.
But
or
the thing
acting.
about it is, I mean, what people don't realize with the hard part about film that you don't have to do with theater is the repetition of it.
Yeah.
Like say
You don't get that-
if the budget ain't real big and you ain't got all these damn cameras all over the place, like them,
Right.
with them dollies moving all around you and getting you from all angles.
Right.
Some of the smaller productions, they gotta move the camera, reset it back up for you, and get these upper angles or get you talking and stuff like that. And I gotta do this over and over and
The same
over,
line over
the
and over.
same thing,
Right.
the same way.
Because they got to make it edit. It gotta
Exactly.
Be right.
So
It drives
you don't got to
me
do that in theater. Once I do it, I done it. It's over with.
Right. But it's live.
Yeah, it's different.
That's the thing,
It's
right.
different for
Yeah.
me. Like we cater, we get those basic royalties of, all right, you get to do it over again. Let's try it this way. Let's do it this way, and that's what I'm comfortable with. But that's you spoiling the actor. An actor needs to have theater in their life to make them stronger.
1 minute?
I'm
Okay.
telling you, to make
Yeah.
them stronger. Yep.
Hey.
You need that. All you actors out there, get some theater in your life to make yourself stronger. That's what I
Come
can
holler
recommend.
at your boy.
Yeah. Holler at you on that.
And we'll be right back, guys. Hold on, don't go nowhere. Stay tuned for the conclusion, guys, with my man Randall Lawrence, my man Gill Nelson, my man, he here. My man Don, the only way I'm totally all right, man, but he's supposed to be Donnell Dupree, man. Next time we'll get you around, bro. And we'll be back right after this, guys.
More in the Lab with author Keith Childs coming up. Easy Prey the Trilogy, a highly anticipated novel series by author Keith Childs, will leave you longing for more. Easy Prey delves into the tragic events that transformed the life of Mallory Bell. Beautiful and bright, a powerful, successful businesswoman with an MBA, Mallory appears to have it all. Born to loving, wealthy parents, she finds herself in a fight for survival after witnessing a childhood tragedy that turns her perfect world upside down. Mallory Bell is transformed to Mallory Kilpatrick when the tragic events that fuel her hunger for success spark her ravenous appetite for revenge. Defying the odds, this drop-dead gorgeous, irrefutably sexy, and equally savvy businesswoman reemerges at the top of her game and on the hunt for easy prey. What's behind the mind of this beautiful black female serial killer? Be careful what you pray for. Easy Prey the Trilogy by author Keith Childs, coming spring 2018. Follow us on social media at author Keith Childs. Join the growing list of distinguished guests and advertisers on In the Lab with author Keith Childs. Our team will customize a package that'll increase your exposure and help your business grow. Call 240-667-6017. That's 240-667-6017. Easy Prey the Trilogy, a highly anticipated novel series by author Keith Childs, will leave you longing for more. Easy Prey delves into the tragic events that transformed the life of Mallory Bell. Beautiful and bright, a powerful, successful businesswoman with an MBA, Mallory appears to have it all. Born to loving, wealthy parents, she finds herself in a fight for survival after witnessing a childhood tragedy that turns her perfect world upside down. Mallory Bell is transformed to Mallory Kilpatrick when the tragic events that fuel her hunger for success spark her ravenous appetite for revenge. Defying the odds, this drop-dead gorgeous, irrefutably sexy, and equally savvy businesswoman reemerges at the top of her game and on the hunt for easy prey. What's behind the mind of this beautiful black female serial killer? Be careful what you pray for. Easy Prey the Trilogy by author Keith Childs, coming spring 2018. Follow us on social media at author Keith Childs.
What's happening?
We're back, guys. We're back, guys, with more in the lab with my man Randall Lawrence in the building and my man Gill Nelson. Man, we're just having a good conversation. I'm loving this energy because one is, even though we sitting there laughing and joking, a lot of nuggets being dropped. So a lot of you all out there, I know, doing good projects, looking to do stuff like this. You can learn a lot from these guys. So let's jump right back into this great conversation we were having. Let's pick it up here. Now, we're going to talk about your movie. What you hear, we talk about Water with a Slice of Lemon. Gill, you're in that play, right? I looked at it, I think, on that flyer sent out. I'm sorry, in that movie, not the play, I'm sorry. You're in that movie, that film. You're in a wheelchair. Yeah. Explain that, what's going on with you in that wheelchair? How'd you get there? Were you always shot? Tell people what happened.
To truly show how talented Gill was. So I wanted to write something totally different for him. Like him being in a wheelchair, I just wanted to show something totally different with Gill. That's all.
Okay. And so what's your character name in that?
It was
Seven. Put him on the spot. Oh, Seven. Okay.
It was difficult a little bit because you got to remember you're in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like your leg, you can't move your legs, and you know, like I got a habit of folding my leg when I sit down. So one time we filming, and I did it. I folded my leg.
Wait, they cut it?
Yeah.
Like, okay. Oh, you move your leg.
Yeah. Anyway, but it's a little weird when they catch me looking at them because they like, what the hell is wrong with this dude? But
so
that was challenging.
It wasn't.
Though.
Was it?
Yeah,
it was challenging to act.
Yeah.
So what was
Randall got me going
they got
all this emotional.
They had. I'm sorry, Gill. They had a piece up on the monitor. What was that? You were pushing Gill somewhere. Where was?
That was our photo. That was our photos to introduce the movie.
Oh, okay.
That was me pushing Gill.
Right. Okay.
That was me introducing the world. Here's what you're gonna get out of Gill.
Okay. It wasn't actually seen in the movie. How do your writings? You're just writing the script. You came up with the idea, and you put people around you to help you develop it.
It wasn't a whole. Let me tell you this. We actually had probably 2 or 3 more scenes to finish in this movie. We invited Kareem Mopar. He's another independent filmmaker. He's a phenomenal videographer. What we did was I wrote it, but what I did was I brought Gill, I brought Donnell in, and I brought Kareem. I let them give their input on certain things.
Okay.
For their talents to grow. Because, you know, as much as experience that people might think that I have, because I'm not to a point where I feel comfortable with me and my experience yet, you know, to give a good body of phenomenal work. So that's why I brought them in to challenge their selves and challenge their minds to what it is that I'm doing, so we can come up with the best possible film. Okay. You know what I mean? So it wasn't, that whole film wasn't just me.
Okay.
He had something to do with it. Donnell had something to do with it. Kareem had something to do with it. Scott Midget had something to do with it. Glenn had something to do with it. A lot of them had something to do with it.
So that's what I was going to say, and that takes me to the play piece. I'm going back and forth. Y'all can see how I'm going here, guys, with these guys, both these talented guys on each side. But when you give a person a script in writing, in Playwright, do you tell them to own it? Basically, you know what you want, but everybody is different, right? So do you kind of let them be themselves in the script, or you know how you want the person to be?
You mean during a performance, or just in the
or just when like you working with them? Because when you write it, You know, like with me writing the book, I know my characters, right?
Right.
So when it's become a movie, I got a mindset of how I want it, but a director will probably see it and take it.
Yeah, I mean, I like to see what choices the actor's gonna make, what they come up with, because they might come up with something that I haven't even thought of for this character. And because every movie that's ever been written, they don't give you from the guy's a baby to when he's an adult. So you don't have this whole backstory. You got to create that stuff sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, okay, all right, let me see. All right, this time, all right, I know what. I ain't had, my mother wasn't in my life. So you just made, that wasn't in no script. I just made that up. My mother wasn't in my life. So with me not having my mother in my life, you know, this how I became this way. And stuff like that. And now, so when I bring that to when I'm reading, some people be like, what made you go there? And that's what the backstory in my mind.
Got you.
Yeah, I'm one of those actors, like, I won't write out a full script. I write like 45% of it.
Okay.
And then take it from there. Because I'm that type of person, if I feel like I'm writing out a whole script, within those 3 months or 4 months time, something gonna change mentally inside of me. I'll go back and revamp all of that, because I may be thinking of one way at that time, but I'm thinking another way, totally different 5 months from now. So I give myself that space in between. I do 45% of the script and be like, all right, make some phone call. Come on, let's get down.
And let them get. So you allow room on both sides, from the film world and the playwright world, to ad lib. They can ad lib on.
No, that's more or less on him. On that side.
My whole thing is, I don't do a whole lot of that, only because you can ad lib and you can change up the story. Like, you know, so you gotta be, you know, I ain't a stickler for every word. Right. As long as you ain't changing up the meaning of what's being said.
And now let me jump in with the ad lib right there. I won't cut you off and let you get back to your point. But the reason I say ad lib, one of my favorite sitcoms was Martin. You can't tell me that they wrote the stuff he did.
No, see, when you got a comedic genius like that,
because
you just give him a scenario and let him go.
Okay.
Martin is super good at improv.
Bernie Mac was like that.
You know what I mean?
Bernie was,
so when you got...
He was just so damn funny, man.
Yeah, you gotta let them do their thing. You know, so even when you see them guys in movies, they roll with that. Like Cat Williams, for instance, when he was in Friday. Remember when Man Down and they was out front with your antenna?
Right.
Do you know he only had 2 lines?
For real?
Really 2 lines.
And he put all that.
And he kept talking. So Ice Cube said, Keep it.
Yeah.
Let him go. Don't stop him. Go.
It was good.
So Ice Cube said he in the back, right? Because he's not in that scene.
Right.
So he's right there looking, like,
get some good stuff.
Keep going.
Right. Okay.
And they kept
so that's what you all can do. If you see something that's working, you can say in that moment,
now,
keep it going.
Theater is different.
Right.
Because your line is a cue for my line.
Oh, right. But you feed off each other.
So if you say, where you been? I'm waiting on you to say where you been so I can say in the goddamn house.
Right.
So that's if you never say it,
right? Then you sit there.
It's crazy if I say in the house and they're like, what the hell is you talking about?
Right. And you see that you see that other person struggling with their lines and you just jump in. That's another thing. But for acting, we can't. Now we need to know them lines before so we can go on. We can go on and do what we need to do and finishing it up. One of the other things like I wanted to piggyback on is, if you're an independent filmmaker, and if you're not willing to invest in yourself, ain't nobody else gonna invest in you.
At all.
Yeah, ain't nobody else gonna invest in you.
If
you gotta sacrifice some stuff, sacrifice it for you to get to where you gotta go. Don't just think you can buy a camera, just pick it up and just make it. That's not how it works.
Right, man, I'm team no sleep.
Yeah, that's not how it works.
Hey, let me just jump in, guys, before we close this out, and say, one is the time is already almost time for us to shut it down. But it's an absolute joy. It's never enough time. So y'all gotta both promise when y'all coming back.
Absolutely.
Gill, before we go, both of you all tell them about your play, the name of your play you got coming up, and then after you finish, let them know how people can follow you.
Yeah, the name of the play is called No Time. It's July 22nd.
Yeah, okay.
At the Bowie Performing Arts Center, 3 p.m. Excited about that. 3 p.m., July 22nd. No Time.
Water with a slice of lemon. I think we narrowed it down one date at Angelica Theater. That's going to be towards the end of July, and then we got another date in Ellicott City, and hopefully that'll be in the beginning of August. So we go do two showings, and then right after that, we go directly into Second Chance Redemption.
Oh yeah, one other thing. Got a series that we are filming.
Loyal and Trust.
That we're gonna show the trailer at the play called Loyal and Trust.
Loyal and Trust?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Guys, it's been a pleasure. My man Gill Nelson flew in the window. Always a pleasure. Randall, man. Guys, next week we joining my girl Dana Dane Hicks will be in the building. She will be here in the hot seat in the lab. Guys, always a pleasure, man. Please make sure y'all come back, guys. Thank y'all for tuning in.
To all
Thanks
you
for the
actors
support.
out there, see you at work.
See you at work, guys.
Right,
and don't forget, Easy Pray, May 26th, OTI. We out.
Yes, sir.